Hello, check. Hmm. It's a little high. Let's see if I can bring this down a bit. Okay, a little better. Yeah. Okay. Here we go. Hey, JD, what's going on? You good? Where are you, JD? I could guess. Fat lady sings. Hey, Gary. Yeah, man. Jamming. Okay, we got this. Yeah, a lot's going on. I mean, more than a lot. It's off the charts. This is definitely a storm surge. I mean, it seems to me, it just like what I'm looking at. I was just doing some research, and it's just like it's all over the place. Hey, Go Time, man! Go Time gave me some good intel too. I want to correct something that I said before, but I want to wait till a few more people come in. Living life. That is, that's the key, man. Live your life. Just started a new job on a farm. Beautiful, man. Follow your dreams. That's what it's all about. The rest is just commentary, I'm telling you. At the end of the day, man, when all this is said and done, it's not going to matter whether it went this way or that way or what happened, the way the pieces fell in line. Because at the end of the day, it's like a big controlled demolition, and the whole ball of wax is just going to crumble. The house of cards. Frank, man, you're gonna have to get a report. You're gonna have to bring a note from your mom's telling you, you do this again. It's deep. It's deep, man. We'll be listening from the Appalachian Mountains. Nice Facebook use. That's how beautiful. Was listening to some tunes. Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, man. You got to live. You guys, we got to live. That is the key. The key point to all this. Let's see. Good evening, Stephen, Frank, George. Yeah, the living is the main thing. Sharian, Jessica, Renita, Frank Davis, Digital Revolution. If I missed anyone, man, my apologies. Dina, yeah, we let's see. Let me get this going here. Okay. All right, let's just. Sorry about the confusion. It seemed like my internet went out, and I'm starting to piece together some of these things of, when things happen, what things I say and when things happen at particular times. It's a very I'm getting more like a kind of information. Yeah, Gila is amazing. I mean, whatever Gila does, she does like incredibly. She's so pure, so innocent, and so just she's just a completely radiant creature. Absolutely, I've never met anyone like her. Um, Cooking pizza, yeah, that's the thing. I mean, I might as well just get to it right away. But I was corrected by a buddy here that I trust, and he said that I'm wrong, and I got this. I picked up this intel, but the thing is, everyone has to do their own research. I was wrong about Tucker Carlson, that Tucker and Mr. T ate pizza on the same day, meaning the calm is that they are exposing, you know, I got a thing. I just got a thing that I passed on to some friends that just blows my mind. Let me see if I can get this. Right, it's here. It says, well, for one thing, okay, understand that BO background. Soon you will find out that his Kenyan birthright invalidates the whole presidency and all his policies. They will all be wiped from the books. in the bankruptcy of the corporation. But that's not what I wanted to say. I wanted to say this on French TV, UK scandal, huge ring brought down, including 76 politicians, 43 artists, and 35 journalists, 100,000 children involved. Nothing about it in the MSM. Nothing. Okay. I mean, nothing. This is, really perverse. I mean, to say the least. Where was that? Irma, I'm sorry. Where did I get that from? I got it from, wait, where was that? I got a thing. Here it is. It came from, Dumbs, the Dumbs channel. It said that the reptilians are actually so bored with enslaving humans for ages that they actually want you to wake up and are showing you straight to their face. And they're talking about, this was from the DIA, which is the Department of Intelligence something, DIA, and there are all these pictures in their main lobby of reptiles. Um, Thanks for being patient. The lizard people are, apologies in the house because it takes a long time to get to the underworld. I mean, this is in plain sight. Forgive the mess. I mean, you have to see it. I think I put it. You know what? I'll put it right now. I'm going to put it on my Intel channel. See if I can share this. I don't know if I can share that. I think I already did share it actually. And here, there's a vintage interview from 1993 with Jordan Maxwell and Anthony J. Hilder and Terry Cook, all about what's going on now. I mean, the rapture is almost over. I don't know, man. I mean, it seems like we're really in the storm. I mean, the information that I'm seeing, lights of hybrid reptilians, yeah, powerful position. Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's definitely there. Hey, Gila. So, yeah, so I stand corrected about Tucker Carlson from another friend who definitely would know better than I, and he says that he was not taken to Gitmo, that he's okay, and that, and again, you have to do your own research. I was just, coming up with this idea, but they are exposing this network, and this is the key point to the whole thing. Once this is exposed, everything else will just fall away, because once people understand what's going on with the children, that's it, man. That's it. That's the end of it. I mean, I have people I'm communicating with about this stuff. They're like, oh, it's okay. I'm fine. No biggie. I'm like, really? That's interesting. Because I have reports here from doctors that are saying like the death rate is very high. I mean, I don't know. But at the end of the day, the information is pouring out. So let me read this from Tyranny. By the way, I'm not going to say it. I'm just not going to say it. There's some people in the Patriot community that are somewhat suspect. That's all I'm going to say. And we have to be very, very careful. Okay, so here we go. This is an interesting post. This is from Tyranny. I mean, sometimes people that aren't totally, Fox News is tuckered out. Yeah. All clocks must be slow. At the end of the day, let me just say this. Oh, Francine's here. How nice. Hey, Francine, I missed you. We haven't seen you in a long time, and Go Time's here. Yeah. So, okay, the big picture is like this. Whether it happens this week, I mean, tomorrow is May 1st, isn't it? May Day. Whether it happens on May Day, whether it happens 6 months from now, whether it happens in 2 years from now. I mean, but I'm getting all kinds of things. Like I got a thing about the QSI, the quantum financial system, the QFS is being used, or is being, is openly used in Texas, and 23 other states are making deals with BRICS nations, because the corporation of the United States, the federal government, is a different operating system than the states. I mean, I'm just putting this together. I don't know. I'm not a civics guy, and I remember being bored out of my gourd trying to figure out if it was 3/5 passing or 2/3 passing in the Senate and the Congress and all that stuff. I just totally tuned it out when I learned it in, I guess it was in junior high school. So I'm not really the person. I'm not expert on that. But let me just read this because I think this is. Let me get it on my telephone because it's okay. So yeah, so this is on French TV. This is an amazing thing about 100,000 children, and it doesn't even make the mainstream media. That is just it's Irma. It's above Irma. If you look on Gilad channel chat, it's above. It's like 3 or 4 stories above is the DIA, is the expose the reptilian pedo type people. Okay. All right. Now here. Okay. So this is from. Let me just see if I can get it on the phone. Okay, here we go. Okay, I think this was a really valuable post. I'm going to come back to some more of this, but we went over all this intel before. Okay, yeah, let me just mention this before I go on to because I just mentioned it. US Treasury took over the Federal Reserve from the Vatican Bank in 2018. The US corporation is defunct and bankrupted. The new capital of the US is possibly in Texas. The new currency will be the United States Treasury notes, the new treasuries in Texas. Texas is going gold backed currency as early as September of 23. Texas applied to be part of BRICS. Texas is setting up the QFS for the new U.S. Republic. Texas proposes gold backed digital currency. And there were another 23 states that are apparently like making deals to follow suit. Now, the thing that I wanted to read. I'm sorry. That's what I'm saying. Like, there's so much information coming out. I can barely stay on one story. But the port of Rotterdam, the Netherlands, is also one of the biggest traffic places in the world. A lot of um, container companies are there. Keep in mind that the planet Earth is a farm. Okay, and this is how people get their food. They um okay, so what I wanted to get to was this thing that's right here. Let's see, this is on. Here we go. Okay, we are now in an accelerated period of demolition, but also human evolution. So things are going to be very dynamic, fast moving, and fast changing, with a lot of chaos at the 3D level. As governments attempt to enforce even greater power of control over their populations, many more people will continue to wake up and resist. The battle on the 3D level is intensifying, but human evolution is soaring. The chaos is simply the fallout of the collapse of the old world. Many truths are and will continue to be revealed. Many systems will change, and the demolition will be messy. Stay strong and just know that we come out of the dust and rubble in a much better place than we are now. We will have a huge amount of drama, color, shocks, and turbulence. The old world is continuing to unravel at great speed as it cannot continue to exist with the light pouring into the earth. Try not to get emotionally caught up in this. Let me read that again, okay? Try not to get emotionally caught up in this. Don't get hung out on these stories. Don't get angry. Don't get desperate. Don't get, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is happening. Just forget it. It's a movie. Observe from your eagle's perch, right? Be in nature. love silence. Empty your mind. Stare at the sky, the trees, listen to the birds. Simply be fully present in the moment. Find stillness daily. Distance yourself from society and all that it means by letting the density fade away. Humanity is on a massive evolutionary wave, probably our biggest in human history. So stay strong and stand in your sovereignty. We will get through the inevitable bumps in the road and emerge in a very different world at the end of this transition. That's from Pam Gregory. But that's pretty important. Okay. This is there's a picture of V, but it says the more you research, the crazier you'll sound to ignorant people. Okay, right, we got that. There is a theory that humans are actually more advanced beings living in higher dimensional worlds, and that the earth is actually a training ground being used to prepare us for disaster in the real world. It says that once the training is completed, we will pass from this world and join the fight for humanity. There are many examples of this simulation. You can watch the full video. Okay, so that's why is no one asking the question, is the earth actually just a simulation? Okay, that's now. Here's some breaking news. The leader of Turkey just showed up. I mean, I was saying that he passed over a few days ago. Now he's apparently Erdogan is apparently like hanging around. So go figure. Disney has a hidden agenda. We knew that. Ancient Babylonians did math in base 60 instead of base 10. That's why you have 60 seconds in a minute and 360 degrees in a circle. We've shown you support as well as explained that Baltimore MD and its port is Rotterdam's sister city. Do the math. Port of Rotterdam and Baltimore, Maryland. Wow. Universities are part of the old controlled education system. Colleges as we know them will no longer exist. Teaching methods will change. Schools will be more for discussing than learning. Education is about access to information and analytical skills, not indoctrination. Okay, I will be having a terrible May. Who backed him will be pushed into the light. Okay, so um, they're saying, let me read this. This is from Mr. T. We'll be leaving for Scotland and Ireland soon. I think this is like already happened in order to see and inspect my great properties there. The golf courses and hotels are among the greatest in the world. Turnberry and Aberdeen in Scotland and Doonbeg in Ireland. We'll be meeting with many wonderful friends and cutting a ribbon for a new and spectacular second course in Aberdeen. Very exciting, despite the fact that it is Make America Great Again that is on my mind. In fact, America will be greater than ever before. And it says Batman appears May Day. Batman appears UK bank holiday. 1942 Radio Orange calls to defy order to wear Jewish star. 1952 Mr. Potato Head introduced. Mr. T called JB Mr. Potato Head during his bid for election. 1962 the President Area Redevelopment Act, Mr. Pool Green Tick. The Swedish and Finnish navies are on high alert after Russian naval ships have been spotted near wind farms and underwater power cables. Prince Charles, man, is not Prince Charles, King King Charles. King Charles, we're talking about this week. Both king and pope dying are 13-day events. King is 3 and 10, pope 4 and 9. Remember, POTUS said China Tuesday bomb. Okay, so I can't pretend that I really understand what that is, but there is something from Batman Comics and Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. This is coming from 17, from letter 17. We stand together. Where we go one, we go all. This is on March 23rd, 2019. He says, Mayday, Mayday, Mayday. Democracy matters. The will of the people, united, not divided. Where we go one, we go all. Okay, pretty cool stuff, right? There's an extremely complex system in place for when King Charles III dies. Planning for Operation Menai Bridge started immediately after the Queen's funeral. Operation Menai Bridge is the code name for plans related to the death of King Charles III. The name refers to a suspension bridge in Wales. The plan includes the announcement of his death, the period of official mourning, and the details of his state funeral. King Charles, man a squirrel who loves himself a squirrel and cannot abide a pen, became England's monarch the moment Queen Elizabeth died. He'll have a formal coronation on May 6th. But given that King Charles is 74, a young and healthy 74, but still, it's pretty inevitable that we'll see his son, Prince William, become the King of England in our lifetime. And turns out there's a detailed plan in place for when that happens, complete with its own code name, fingers crossed, that said plan isn't activated anytime soon. But here's what we know. Operation Menai Bridge details haven't been leaked as of yet, but they're likely to be very similar to Operation London Bridge, the code name used for the Queen's death. What happened when King Charles dies? Operation Menai Bridge. This is a history of the C three-letter agency, starts with C's Ultra program and results that subsequently followed Nightcat News. That looks very interesting, and I'm going to share that on the Intel channels. I'll put it on Gila's channel and on my channel. Okay, send. All right. Thanks, Timothy. Yeah, there's a lot going on right now. I mean, it feels to me like a storm surge. It's just coming out so fast and on so many different channels in so many different ways that I would I would venture to say nothing can stop what's coming. Very exciting, despite the fact that it is Make America Great Again that is on my mind. In fact, America will be greater than ever before. That's coming from Mr. T. Next couple of months, guys, June is going to be the big month from what I am seeing. Very well could be, but everything is happening now anyway. Quickening, it's the quickening, yeah. Hemispheric cinch is real. The surge is important. Yeah, I think so. The hastening. Francine, so good to see you. I hope you're well. And go time too, man. Thanks for coming back. Please send the link to Gila's channel. Yeah, I just did. Mr. T was, we respect you. Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely. We don't know who listens to this channel. I mean, I certainly don't know, but Flynn was talking about how this was an irregular warfare and the digital soldiers like really took over the MSM. So we're a small part of that, and I'm proud to say that as is collective, not just me, it's us, that we did our share. I still wish they would reinstate my channel. The last time they didn't even give me a warning. They just took they took down 60,000 people, and I had just been liberated. I had had my two videos that were finally, they were out of, you know, dunce hood. I was out of the corner. My dunce hat was off, and then they took down the whole thing because I mentioned, I started talking. They said it was called, accused me of being a cyberbully, but I think, the person that I was cyberbullying is part of a collective that says some really nasty things about Jewish people. So the most June checks up with the great default to the U.S. and the flip of the switch moment. Also, T comes back to Twitter. Enter the storm. Interesting. Nice, Elvin Realm. Very nice. Yeah, they've been taken, and I hope some of it comes back. I mean, it's a good question. Maybe they're not. I mean, listen, my channel has not been taken down. They just recently gave me a warning. They gave me a warning on a tape that was from a channel that's from a tape that's already been taken down. Was already taken down. I mean, how do you give me a warning on a tape that no longer exists on YouTube? And then when I complain about it, they said, no, you're wrong. You violated our policy. What policy do I violate when you're talking about a video that's already taken down? That's like accusing somebody twice of the same crime. I mean, anyway, suffice. Yeah. Anyway, yeah. Yep. Yeah. Um, Here is a canola and coffee, right, man? It's absolutely go time. Says we're in the last days and weeks of this mess. After the surge, we're going through D-class at an accelerated pace, and the normies are going to freak out for 6 months. Yes, indeed, man. That is probably true, because when you think about it, man, going from 0 to 100 in terms of the little ones, that's got to be, I mean, that's going to be a major freak out. That we're a farm, man. That, that Twilight Zone episode where the guy was like really excited. He was just so comfortable, and he was reading the book, How to Serve Humans, and then he found out it was a cookbook. All the comms will go down for a while. Not sure how long. Hey, Gila. Yeah. Is Colin here? I don't know if Colin's here. Colin, if you want to come on, I could send you a thing if you could be if you can say things in a YouTube correct way, which I know you can. Colin is okay, good. Yeah, Colin, if you want me to send you a link, or I could, maybe Gila, you could send the link to Colin if he wants to come on. He was here. Okay. Financial so gutsy, yeah. Oh, Francine so gutsy, yeah. I know we have. Okay, so let me just keep going then. I'll Hagila, Kate, something about narrative collapse, overheard stuffs. Timothy, you're an RN. Oh, Mary's an RN. Good to see you guys. Okay. All right. Anyway, so I'm gonna keep going on then with the intel here. Let me go to another. The Batman appears. UK bank holiday. This thing with the children is really coming out. That's the difference. And also, thing about Gilligan's Island is really coming out. That's interesting that Baltimore is the sister city of Rotterdam. Is it Rotterdam? Yeah, Port of Rotterdam. Breaking news: ISIS leader Abu al Qarashi is neutralized by Turkish forces in Syria yesterday, April 29th. Erdogan. Erdogan is back. Yeah, I saw this already. Okay. Be willing to walk alone. Many who started with you won't finish with you. Okay. I'm going to go to another channel. Well, what's this? Flower moon. Is a flower moon coming up? Age of prosperity. And Emily, let's hope these guys are on the money, man. That's all I'm saying. I mean, I'm seeing some weird stuff. Uh, Gilligan's Island, Secret Calendar, director William Burns, Goldman, a lot of big shots, man, hung out with our boy on Gilligan's Island. The circle of people associated with Gilligan years after he was convicted. Wow. It didn't stop them one bit. And involved our friend Billy, right? Billy Boy. Billy Boy. This is one. This one's easy. Reduce age of consent. Sex occurs with a. Okay, I'm not going to say that one. Still, I don't know if the White Hats are in control, but I know the last time why I was taken down, what I was talking about. So there's some powerful people behind the scenes here, man, with some pretty sinister thinking. The this thing this thing doubles the thing with your over a 5-year period, according to data from a cardiac surgeon. That's pretty interesting. All right, let me go to another channel. Let me just let's see anything else. Something about Netanyahu. I just can't wrap my mind around it. I mean, it's just I can't deal with it. I'm sorry. I apologize. SGAnon let lots of military air traffic up. Okay, so let me just check that quickly. Planes. I saw this afternoon there was a lot going on. Let's see if this is going to come up. I've had problems with this before. All right, so it's not coming up. All right, I'm going to just forget it. It's absolutely go time, guys. Well, says, yeah, go time. All right, I'm gonna try another channel here. And if Colin, if you want to come in, I'll send you a link. Ultimate Reality TV. Okay, yeah. Yeah, return after Joe's crash with gold QFS. Yeah, man. Just chilling. Enjoy hearing the conversation around one of the people waking up at this point, like a chick hatching. Just watch it and let it happen. Yeah, that's really cool, man. I mean, enjoy hearing the conversations around me of people waking up. Yeah, I mean, Colin is the family guru. Yeah, Colin's really hot, very has some always has good information. What is the surge? The surge is just a lot is coming out, mostly about trafficking that I haven't heard before. Um, but sometime soon. Not today. Okay, sometime soon. Fine. Christine, it's quite challenging. Yeah, I'm just hearing. I mean, we just heard a thing from, I think it was France, right? that that some arrests were made involved 100,000 little ones. Um, yeah, so that's pretty serious. It's and the mainstream media, of course, didn't cover it. I mean, that's not really a major story, right? 100,000 kids. You know, they got some real news coming. I guess I don't know. Okay, so let's try something else. Wow, I'm early. I'm early to be a little bit beat here. Yeah, I'm gonna go to this channel because I put some interesting things here. Right. Okay. Yeah. Christina, Ruthie. Yeah. Okay. I'm reading from Ruthie. I don't want to share that on this channel. It's not Iraqi dinar Sunday night wrap up. Okay. So this. Okay. So let me go back to another. Okay. Here's some decodes. Okay, Mr. T. Israel hits just 14 drops. One is a perfect April 30th 5-year delta that has a perfect 1924 string. Other has a perfect 724 timestamp in reverse 427. Israel intelligence stand down. Media assets will be removed. Knowing what you know, Israel disclosure moments ago, authentic. Why is the Secretary of State there? Well, I don't know. This is an old post. Why is the EU others pressing to remain in the deal? Think logically. France and Germany came to the White House for the sole purpose of pressing POTUS to remain in the deal. 5% shared, POTUS D-class, Syria, Iran, plus U1, the uranium one connection. Where does EU fit in? Sick. Okay, I don't follow all this. Let me just look at the post. Oh, DeSanctimonious had nothing to do with Israel or the moving of the U.S. embassy to Jerusalem. Never so much as mentioned it to me. It was the last thing on his mind. DeSanctis wasn't even governor yet. It was December 6, 2017, and I barely knew him. He has turned out to be a total flameout. This is the kind of disinformation I thought only the Democrats would put out. No wonder he's dropping in the polls. Okay, 427, media assets will be removed.